I think, can you just see one person on your screen?
Yeah, I saw the magistrate, but she was kind of off the screen, but it's okay that way. It's fine.
So what you can do is you can ask the jail, you can ask a staff member to come in and they can change the configuration on your screen. Right now you're probably on view speaker.
Okay, want me to do that real quick?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing you probably want to see who's talking to you, right?
And I can see you now. I can see you now.
Okay, now hold on. We have to rearrange. Okay. We'll try it again. All right, so you can see me now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the other thing I want to make you aware of, the courthouse is closed to the public today. The public has the right to hear and see what's happening here in the courtroom. So our cases are being broadcast live on our YouTube channel. And when we are done, they will be taken off of the YouTube channel, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so then we will proceed. I'll advise you of your rights. You are charged with a felony, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, the court will refer you to the local appointing authority for them to make investigation as to representation. You also have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days of today, a preliminary examination within 21 days of today, and you have the right to a trial. Do you understand your rights as I've explained them to you, sir?
I do understand, but I'll need them on paper too. So.
Try that one. I'm having trouble hearing you. Say it one more time. You understand, but
I will need them on paper eventually too, just to like go over them, just so I know when things are.
well, you're going to get a notice to appear when we're done. That's going to have your next court dates, and you can certainly ask the public defender to go over that with you if that's something that you need. You're also going to, if you haven't yet, be presented with an advice of rights form. And that has the details as well of what your rights are. Okay. Okay, then we are going to proceed. I'll have the public defender represent you today. That'll be through Ms. Coons, who I believe you already met with. And then I'll sign the paperwork for a referral to the local appointing authority. So with that, we will proceed with appearances by counsel, and we will start with the prosecutor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Grace Broughton, appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning.
Bridget Coons from the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Keon.
Thank you. And sir, Mr. Q, you've given your contact information to the public defender. You don't have a telephone number?
No, I do not.
Okay, but you have an email address.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have access to that email?
Yes, ma'am.
If there's any change to your contact information, you are required to notify the court, and certainly you'll want to make the public defender aware, okay?
Okay.
With that, we will proceed. Counsel, Ms. Coons, would you like me to read the complaints in this matter, or do you waive formal reading?
We'd like to waive formal reading and plead not guilty.
Okay, very good. So, sir, you are here on the single count accessory after the fact to a felony, and I've advised you of your rights. We'll have you stand mute today. That means you'll remain silent as to the charge. I will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I will schedule you for your next court date. That is a probable cause conference. And again, you'll get a notice to appear and you'll receive additional information from the public defender. That probable cause conference is going to be July 20th at 9 a.m. or as soon thereafter as your case can be called. That will be through the 14A1 District Court in front of Judge Simpson. At that point, he will either schedule you for another probable cause conference or for a preliminary examination or whatever other action is appropriate. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so the next thing we'll need to address in this matter is bond. And there are two parts to bond. Bond conditions, those are things the court tells you you can and cannot do. If you violate a bond condition, you are subject to immediate arrest. The other side of bond is whether you can be released today or whether you have to post a bond in order to be released. Before I make any decisions regarding bond or bond conditions, I will hear from the prosecutor if they wish to be heard. I do have a written request from them. I will also hear from Ms. Coons on your behalf if she wishes to present any arguments. I have a written request from law enforcement and the prosecutor. I'll take that into consideration. And we did hear testimony from the sheriff's department regarding what allegedly took place on the day in question. All of that information goes into my consideration. I'll go through your bond condition and you will get a copy of them as well. Would people like to be heard?
Very briefly, Your Honor, we would request a 500,000 high cash bond as per the form.
Thank you. Coons?
Yes, we would be asking for a possible nominal bond with a GPS tether. I think this is a case where the client was in the wrong place at the wrong time. An incident happened and he acted in a state of emergency. Without going too much into detail, he did feel coerced in the situation. The co-defendant did barricade himself and Mr. Kioff in the house. He doesn't have a phone to where he was able to call the police, but upon exiting the barricade, he did cooperate. He did surrender himself to the police as well as began answering questions. The bond form did have a box checked for assaultive history. I did talk to the client who said that his only prior offenses was DUIs. I did run an iChat and I only seen the DUIs. I did not see any assaultive history. Mr. Kioff is currently in schooling. He attends the Michigan Institute of Aviation Technology. He only has one more test to complete, and then he'll receive his certificate and be able to start working on planes. He does study C program as well, which is a computer program and does graphics for C. He is self-employed. He works as a laborer in construction. However, he does also have a job lined up at Aubrey's. He's going to receive his first schedule on Thursday. He is a CMH patient. He does have a treatment plan in place, which he does follow. He also attends weekly AA meetings. He is a low income and receives state assistance, and essentially any monetary component he would not be able to afford. So for those reasons, we would be asking for a nominal bond with a GPS tether.
Thank you. I need just 1 minute before I can make a ruling on this.
Thank you.
That's all she needs, 1 minute. That's pretty impressive. Hi, Mikey. I hope you're doing well in jail. Sorry.
We have
Hi,
no
Stephanie.
control.
Well, for some reason it was working and now it's not working.
Yeah, all I know is it's at the security location that they have a remote there and they are the ones that can control the guy. That's
We have, I mean, I could see if I had done something, but all of a sudden it just quit working. So I was telling you.
So the other option is anyone can, we're live on our YouTube channel.
Okay,
So if the technology is not working in the lobby, they can certainly go on to YouTube. And it's under Alicia Fink's
okay, I'll tell him that then.
channel. Do you know who they're here for?
Yes, his son's name is Webb.
Okay, so we haven't taken care of him yet.
Right.
But they're welcome to go onto the YouTube channel and then they should be able to watch.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Do you just want to make sure that recording is still working, that you can still hear us, just in case?
Oh, it's working.
Sorry, just a slight technical issue.
Oh, tell me about it, Judge. I've been having them all day. I can't figure out this game thing. I think I figured out a solution and a workaround, if you will. Lisa, I don't have my own Discord. I'm not responsible enough for my own Discord, but Mayor has given me a little corner in his Discord, and looking at legal stuff has given me a little corner in her Discord. You can find me on Discord, is what I'm saying. I'll probably have to make my own, but you know how it goes. YouTube doesn't make much sense most of the time. Anyways, we will be playing some word games in a minute, you guys. I do have a workaround for that, but let's just watch this for a moment. I did wonder, Mikey, if you still get the views. Like, do you get your, at least credit for what people are viewing while you're in YouTube jail? I hope so. Yeah, I know. I should, Lisa. I should set it up. I probably will. Maybe. We'll see.
Testing.
Oh, and Mayor is posting. Okay, so just in case nobody's aware, Credence and Mikey, you've heard me talk about that channel lots. That's where I hang out during the day most of the time, like a weirdo. And then they got put in YouTube jail this week. And so they have alternative channels. We got a Chase and we got a Case. And so you need to sub to those channels because that's where I am. Most of the time, the Troyalty podcast, yes, it is that. It's the Mikey blessing my chat, if you can imagine. I'm so thankful. Seriously though, thank you for posting those, Mayor. That's important because they are in YouTube jail until next week. They were on a bit of a upward trend.
Testing. Okay. It's still recording. Okay. Sorry about that. Can I go?
Yeah, I think I heard you.
Okay. All right. All right. So at this point, did the people have anything further to offer in response?
Nothing that the officer has already testified to. Nothing.
Thank you. All right. So I have had an opportunity this morning to hear testimony regarding what took place on the day in question out at International Drive. That was July 6th. And it sounds like from the testimony we heard that it was that Mr. Keogh's, he did actually have some involvement as an accessory after the fact. That's the facts that I heard this morning. And so that gives the court pause and concern what to do with it. And so certainly a personal recognizance bond would not be appropriate in this matter. I appreciate that the defendant perhaps does not have a lot of financial resources himself, it sounds like, based upon what Ms. Coons has presented to the court. But the purpose of bond is not for the court to set a bond that a defendant can definitely post. The purpose of bond is for the court to set a bond that will keep the community at large safe and ensure that someone comes back to court in the event that they are a flight risk. And the testimony that I heard is concerning. It makes me concerned for the safety of the community at large. And so I believe that a cash component and not a small cash component is appropriate in this matter. The bond conditions will be as follows. You are not to use, purchase, or possess any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, nor are you to be with anybody who has any of those items. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In the event that you are able to post your bond, you are going to have supervision with our community corrections department that's going to include drug and alcohol testing. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are not to use, purchase, or possess any alcohol, illegal drugs, or marijuana. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a medical marijuana card?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. You're not allowed to leave the state of Michigan without prior permission of the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to assault, terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, harass, molest, or stalk anyone. Do you understand?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Can I have the other file, please? You are to have no contact with Ronnie Magbray. Do you understand?
I just hope he doesn't try and contact me, but I'm not going to try and contact him, and I will alert the police on immediately if he does try to contact me.
He's going to have the same restriction that he can't have contact with you.
Okay.
You are to have no contact with any immediate family members of Hiram O'Neill. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. When I say no contact, no direct or indirect contact with those individuals in person or through others, no telephone, email, texting, internet, or social media. Don't direct other people to be in touch with them on your behalf. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are not to go to the home of Mr. Magray as well. You are not to violate any criminal law. You're required to appear at any and all court hearings and other places as directed by the court. All of your conditions, they exist whether you're in custody or out of custody, and they remain in full force and effect until changed by the court. Additionally, in the event that you are able to post the bond that I'm going to set, you will have to have a GPS tracker affixed to you prior to your release to ensure that we are aware of where you are while your case is pending. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions regarding your conditions?
I would just like to let the court know that like Ronnie was staying with me for just a few weeks and showed signs of non-sanity and like just like
I'm gonna stop you for a second.
yeah.
I want to remind you, and Ms. Coons was leaning in to do the same thing. I want to remind you that anything you say can be used against you, and you want to be very careful with what you say. Even the smallest thing can become incriminating later in your case. So I would just caution you to say anything about your interactions with Mr. Magray.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till I talk to my attorney then.
I think
Okay,
that's a
I
good
think
idea.
that's a great idea.
Okay.
All right, so as far as the actual, those are your conditions. As far as the actual bond amount is concerned, as I said, I am concerned for the safety of the community at large. And based on the testimony and information that's been presented to me, and for all the reasons that I've already stated on the record, I am going to set a cash bond in this matter. In order to be released, that bond would have to be posted, and you'd have to have the tether placed prior to your release. Tethers aren't done on the weekends. The next time a tether will be available will be on Monday morning. As soon as community corrections is open. Your bond is going to be $500,000. Cash or surety, no 10% privilege. Anything further, Ms. Coons?
Nothing further. Thank you.
What? Oh my God, I was not paying attention. Jesus Christ. As usual, I'm like looking at the chat, being a brat, thinking about what I'm gonna get to drink, and now, damn. Tin Man, tell me which one I should get. I'm just lazy. Sometimes I don't remember. Also, if somebody sends me a camera, I'll use it. Mikey, of course, we all stand with you. If it would help, I'll change my username to I stand with Credence and Mikey, but you know that's not the case. That doesn't help YouTube Daddy. We need to get big enough so that we have YouTube Daddy people. And then we'll be fine. We'll be good. Just let me get in front of YouTube Daddy.
And anything further from the people?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, and any questions at this point, sir?
No, I don't know. I didn't know anybody with that money.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you. One more time?
I don't even know a person with that much money.
Okay, well, in the event that you can't post that bond, then you will remain in custody until your next court date. Again, I've given you the next available date that we have. That's a probable cause conference on July 20th, and that's at 9 a.m. or as soon thereafter as your case can be called. You are all set. You can stand up and go to the door to let the jail staff know that you are done. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Wow. Wow. Dirty YouTube. Exactly. Dirty YouTube Daddy. He knew how well you guys were doing. That's the problem.
Okay. I'm told by the jail that Mr. Magray is not willing to participate today. At the jail, is that correct? Mr. Magray is not willing to participate?
That is correct.
Okay, so for Mr. Magray, he will continue to be held with no bond until he is seen. So we will try again tomorrow. I'm told that he has some felony holds, so those wouldn't be taken care of until Monday. I'm
Okay.
hoping he'll change his mind and we can at least take care of him tomorrow.
Okay. You ready for this?
All right, so we still need to get paperwork on Williams. We haven't done the swear to. So you're welcome to seat the person if you want, and I'll figure out what the situation is with the paperwork.
All righty, I'll do that.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So do you have paperwork for that,
I
Ellen?
do, I'm entering right now, if you want to get to do the swear to.
And who is doing the swear to?
It's YPD. I sent an email to their whole list and said, this is the Zoom information for swear to, and no one's responded.
Okay. And is there anyone else?
I have no other paperwork for anybody else. I know basically what she's working.
Ms. Broughton, do we have paperwork for Webb?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe we should have all the paperwork for Webb.
And Randall.
And what's the status of that paperwork? Has it gone back to be signed to the agency?
I believe so, Judge. I can double check right now. 1 minute.
So we're waiting for somebody from YPD to do the swear to for Williams.
A little bit of an issue with Williams. It's a BD case, but they provided a bond form with no information.
Okay, so we'll have to ask them for the swear to.
Okay, so just leave it.
Yeah, and then we'll have to go off of YouTube while we get that in. Well, we can maybe do that through the chat.
Like they don't provide their date of birth or anything.
Oh, it's amazing.
Sorry, are you missing something, Judge, that I need to get to you? Bond form?
Well, I need somebody from IPSI to do the swear to for Williams. Okay. So I need someone to do the swear to for Williams, and then I need the same for Webb. What agency is Webb?
Webb is. What's intelligence?
And
It's Ann Arbor.
Yes. Ann Arbor.
Are you Ms. Williams? You are muted. You can stay muted for now. I will tell you, we are waiting for an officer to do the swear to so that I know what the circumstances are of your case. I can't proceed until I have paperwork, and I have no paperwork. So we've sent a request to them. I'm hoping to have that swear to happen shortly, but we will wait and see. Okay. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Very good. The court will reflect a thumbs up from Ms. Williams.
Is there any
Thumbs
way
up
I
from
could
me
be put
too.
in a breakout room with Miss Williams so I can do the interview?
Absolutely. I think I can.
Can you do it or?
I think I can do it. I think I'm running the Zoom show. Not that I want to be.
Sorry.
No worries. All right. Bear with me while I drive.
Judge, I can handle the wheel if you want.
And then Ms. Williams, you're going to need to be unmuted. I don't know if that means you have to get somebody to come do that for you, or if you can do it yourself.
It's possible, Trevor. I'm not sure. I don't know every Canadian, though I do make it my point to try.
And then you're
to
gonna have to
Canadians I can.
accept the invitation to go to the breakout room. I'm sorry, I still have Keo. I'm putting the conditions in still.
Oh, no, no problem. I'm in Randall, so.
Can you hear me?
Yep, so there should be an invitation on your screen to join a breakout room. Do you see that?
You can hear me?
Did something? Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you. Okay. I just needed to unmute, but I did it already. Thank you. Should I click join on?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Well, we're gonna just bump ahead here. Interesting as it is sometimes to sit and
Do that
watch the
fast.
judge do her due.
Gotcha. All right, let's see here.
Stop back a minute, one pull table.
Oh, there we go.
You working? All right.
Good, start working and then.
Thanks, you said start working. Is it working?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, perfect.
It just needs to be turned so we can see Mr. Webb.
On our
There we
end, it still says it, there's no video.
It's weird.
We can see you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're good. All right, we are back on the record. This is case AAPD 23-28611. Good morning to you. Can you tell me your name for the record, please?
Corbin Avery Webb.
Thank you. And Mr. Webb, I'm Magistrate Garwood. I'll handle your case today. I want to make you aware of a bit of housekeeping. First, we're doing this by Zoom. If something happens that you can't hear or see me, let me know right away. Otherwise, I will assume our connection's working just fine. Second, the courthouse is closed to the public today. The public has the right to hear and see what we're doing here in the courtroom. So this case is being broadcast live on our YouTube channel. And when we're done here today, it's going to come off of the YouTube channel. You understand?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, sorry. Yes,
Thank you. And you had a chance to speak with the public defender. When you spoke with Ms. Coons, you provided her with your current contact information. Is the information you provided true and accurate?
yes,
Thank you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, the court will refer you to the local appointing authority and they will make investigation as to representation. That means they'll be in touch with you to get additional information and then they'll handle things going forward. Additionally, you have the right to a trial. Do you understand your rights as I've explained them to you?
yes, I do.
Thank you. We will proceed then with the public defender assisting you today through Ms. Coons. And counsel, you're welcome to proceed with appearances. We'll start with the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Grace Britton appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning.
Bridget Coons from the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Webb.
Good morning to you as well. Ms. Coons, would you like me to read the complaint in this matter? Or do you waive formal reading?
We would like to waive formal reading and stand mute.
Thank you. By standing mute, that means that you'll remain silent as to the single charge. And the court, with you standing mute, I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'm going to schedule you for your next court date. This case will be assigned to Judge Perry at the 15th District Court, downtown Ann Arbor. She will be able to see you on July 19th at 9 a.m. or as soon thereafter as your case can be called. You're welcome to participate on that day by Zoom or in person. That's your choice. You don't have to tell me now. We'll send you a notice to appear. You'll get additional information regarding that date from the Public Defender's Office. Do you understand?
I do understand.
So the next thing we'll need to address in this matter is bond. There are two parts to bond. Bond conditions. Those are things the court tells you you can and cannot do. If you violate a bond condition, you're subject to immediate arrest. The other side of bond is whether you can be released today on your own or whether you'd have to post a bond in order to be released. Before I make any decisions regarding bond or bond conditions, I will hear from your counsel. I'll hear from Ms. Broughton if she wishes to be heard as well. I did have a chance to review her written request as well as the written request of law enforcement. and I've had a chance to review the complaint. Your bond conditions, they will be in writing. Would the people like to be heard in this matter?
Very briefly, Your Honor. Just to say that this is a case in which the defendant is a young man. He's 18 years old. He has, I think, one prior OWI. However, this was a terrifying situation for the family when he walked into their home unannounced. And I don't know if there was a drug problem or some reason for which he entered their house when the father was trying to keep him out. But for those reasons, Your Honor, that is why we're asking for the bond that we requested.
And can you tell me, counsel, at what approximate time did this take place?
Yes, Judge, I can pull up the police reports. I believe it was let's see here, early this morning, I would like to say, but let me confirm that, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Just taking a second to pull this up. Looks here like it happened 1:19 this morning.
1:19 a.m. Thank you. And no connection to the people who reside there. Is that correct?
None, no, Your Honor.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you. All right. Ms. Coons, would you like to address bond?
Yes, we would be asking for a personal bond in this matter. My client is an 18-year-old who just graduated high school last month. As Ms. Broughton stated, his only prior offense is a traffic-related OWI. He is working full-time right now at Forward Design as a laborer in Ann Arbor. He does have the local support of his mom and dad and lives within the local area. So for those reasons, we would be asking for a personal bond.
Do you have access to the complaints in front of you, Ms. Coons?
Yes, I do.
And is that I don't have your form yet. Is that the address where Mr. Webb resides?
No. Are you talking about the alleged incident, the address where he resides?
So I have an address, the house number is 922. Is that where Mr. Webb resides?
1 second.
I think Mr. Webb's doing a thumbs up. Is that right?
Yeah. 922 Raymond Street, Your Honor.
Okay, so anything further from the people? Council's muted, but she's shaking her head no, so we'll take that as a no. All right, so this is where we stand on this case. I'm going to set bond conditions for you. As a homeowner, this case is concerning because it's alleged at 1:19 in the morning, you were nowhere near where you live, several miles from where you live, and it's alleged that you entered someone's house without permission. And when you were told to leave, you refused. And that's of significant concern. That makes you a risk to have out in the community if you're entering random people's homes in the middle of the night where you don't live and then not leaving. That's a problem for the court. So, and the fact that you're 18, so I'm hoping that you weren't drunk because you're only 18. And that's a separate issue if you were drunk at the time. The information I have doesn't make any indication as far as if you were on something, what you were on. I don't want you to tell me any of that information. So I am concerned for the safety of the community at large based upon the information that's been presented to me. I'm going to set bond conditions that will hopefully help to keep everyone safe. You are not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, illegal drugs, or marijuana. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have a medical marijuana card?
No.
You are going to have intermediate supervision with our community corrections department. That's going to include drug and alcohol testing. That is to ensure that you are not using. Upon your release from jail, you'll have to report to community corrections. They are closed on the weekends. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You are to have no assaultive behavior towards anyone. So do not assault, harass, intimidate, beat, molest, wound, or threaten anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You are to have no contact with any of the residents at 60 Westover. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You are not to enter or go to that address, 60 Westover. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to leave the state of Michigan without prior permission of the court. You are not to commit any crimes while your case is pending. You're required to appear for any and all court hearings in other places as directed by the court. All of your conditions, they will exist whether you're in custody or out of custody, and they remain in full force and effect until changed by the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I am going to set a cash bond in this matter based upon the reasons I've stated on the record. I am concerned for the safety of the community at large when we have someone in the middle of the night entering into a home that is not theirs, that is not next door to their own house, you know, a circumstance like that, something where you know the people, when you're told to leave, you don't leave. That's actually kind of terrifying to me. So I'm going to set a cash bond in this matter. It's going to be $5,000 cash or surety, no 10% privilege. In order to be released, that bond would have to be posted. Again, if you are released over the weekend, on the next business day, you have to get to community corrections to begin your drug and alcohol testing. You'll have to bring photo ID, and you have to have $12. If you don't have a photo ID, you can get your jail booking photos when you leave. Do you have any questions for me?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the people?
Your Honor, we would request a tether if he is released, or if he does post cash.
I'm sorry, I am having trouble hearing you.
Sorry, Anna, did you mention tether if he is able to post bond? A tether requirement?
I'm still having trouble hearing you. One more time.
Tether,
It's
Your
kind of-
Honor? Are we able to ask for a tether requirement if he posts bond?
What kind of tether? I'm not going to put a tether so he doesn't go to that address.
Just to monitor where he is going.
A GPS tether?
Yes, please, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Coons, any response to that request?
So GPS tether is costly. We would ask that the court consider not applying it for the defendant.
Mr. Webb, are you working?
Yeah, full time.
Where do you work?
I work technically 3 different jobs. I work for Forward Interior Design, which is why I went to that house that night, because we go to job sites and I thought that that was my job site. It was not my job site. But anyway, moving on from that, I also work at Liberty Athletic Club, and I'm a referee for soccer on the weekends.
Okay, so how many hours a week on average do you work?
I think it's somewhere in the 50s, because I work 8 to 4 at the Forwards every single day, and then 3 of the days of the week I work 4 to 6:30 at Liberty. So I'm sorry, my head's pretty foggy right now. I can't really do the math, but it's somewhere around 50.
Okay, so based upon that information, I am going to order a GPS tether be placed prior to your release. And tethers are not placed on the weekends, they're only placed during weekdays. So that tether would be placed on Monday, and then you'd have to post the $5,000 bond. And then we'll be able to keep track of your whereabouts. Anything further from the people?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Coons, anything further?
Nothing further. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Webb, anything further?
No.
All right, then you are all set. You can stand up and go to the door to let the jail staff know you're done. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
What did he do? Why is
So at this point, I have no additional paperwork. We will try again on Mag Ray tomorrow and see what he wants to do. And he'll be held with no bond until such time as he is seen. On Williams, I'm still missing a signed complaint and haven't had a swear to, so she will be seen tomorrow. And was there a Randall?
Yes, Your Honor, can you hear me?
It's just kind of it's a little garbled.
I don't know why, and I apologize for that. Randall, I am waiting on testing of some suspected cocaine that was found. Once I have that lab report, I will add that charge if it is in fact cocaine, and that one will be ready to go early tomorrow.
Okay, so we will deal with that tomorrow. Is there anything else we need to address today?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Coons, anything further?
Nothing for me. Thank you.
All right, then
Nice
we
to
are
meet
all
you.
set. Thank you to the both of you. Everyone have a good day. The 1401 District Court will stand in recess.
Well, dang, dang. Do not call her a bitch. Do not call her a bitch. Dang, Judge, what an end. Why did I just call her a bitch like that? I don't know. Oh. Okay, we're gonna play some word games. Because that's what I promised. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to do it a different way. Bear with me a moment. If you don't want to be here for this, you fucking can leave right now. I wish I could play music right now. I want to listen to music. Anyways, this is Wordle Unlimited. I'm going to be the typer. I want us to have a theme for each one that we do. I don't want it to be like, I want us to make it a little difficult. It's not just about playing the game, it's about the journey. So I think we should have a theme for each one that we use words for, and go from there. Hold on, I just covered the tab. She's not smart. So Sheena has said spice. So should we use names for marijuana to start with? But spice, I guess so. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me put the whole keyboard out so that you can see it. Look at that. Let me get rid of the top part. If you're like, whoa, I want to watch Court, well, fucking go watch Court. That's not gonna work. I gotta get myself out of the way. Do you hear how many clicks I have to do that? I bet you can hear how many clicks. It's like 77 clicks in order to do that. Bongs is a good one. That'll be our next one. Lisa. Because I'm a child. Also, name your strain. I do have music that I can put on, but I don't necessarily trust it. We shouldn't have done an S. We shouldn't have done. Oh, you got me. There's. We can play Court in the background. It'll just be audio though, because I can't fit it on the screen. So we're just gonna listen to some Court audio wise. Plead? It could be that. Lisa's like, no fucking Court. Well, I feel very odd with nothing playing, Lisa. Most of my under my breath comments will be heard. I'll pause that. Okay. Apple? No. The E's not at the end. The P's not there. That's not, no offense, Vicky, but that's just not a good guess. Okay? Let's step it up a little bit. I know it's Saturday night, but come on. Everybody get live with the goddamn video, please. I'm in charge of the guessing, so you can't fuck it up, but still, get live with the video so that we're all playing together. There's no O. I'm in charge now and I'm gonna be mean. I'm just kidding. But this is my stats that we're working with here. So, um, welcome, by the way. If you're new here, welcome. I do random things like this all the time. Saturday night in Canada. It's still light outside where I live. You can see that. Normally I play this game through Streamlabs, but in fact, I think it's better with me doing it. Nana's over there still believing I'm talking to nobody. Seriously, she's like, "You're gonna go outside and talk to your friends?" I'm like, "Yes, I am, Nana. Yes, I am." Let's barrel through this one. How about we do ruled. Oh shit. I'm like not even in that screen. Not even in that screen. Okay, so it's got an R, a P, an L, an E. No I, no O, no U. A. Repel? Is it repel? I think that might be what it is. Like that. No, because the E can't be there. Okay. Let's think harder. It could be repel. No, because the E can't be there. So, and the L can't be there, so it can't be relax, Lisa. Repel is a word, first of all, Tin Man. Repel is an activity. It's jumping off the side of a goddamn cliff. I've repelled in my life. Um, I think it's Raple. Raple. Rapel. No. No S at the end. Okay, Tin Man, you're probably right. Just hold on. Oh, see, it's gonna check that. Is repel not a word with one? No. No, it's not relap because the L is not in the middle spot, guys. So we have to be cognizant of that fact. The E could be after the R, so it could be R-E-P, R, rep. There's definitely reply. That is a good one. Cellulite yoga pants. Reply. Was that Vicky? Was that Vicky? Both of you guys. Okay. I believe reply is feeling very good. That's feeling very good to me. Okay. Yay! Good job. Look at that. Excellent. Yes, we'll play again because that was fucking great work, you guys. Okay. Let's start with a funny word every time. Okay, and Tin Man, thank you I love it, and I appreciate you helping us with learning our words. Third. So Sheena wants to start with third. Alien. What do we think? Oh, wait. Vicky, I think you hit reply first last time, so why don't you pick it first? We're losing people left, right, and center. We don't care. This is Saturday night. So Vicky is gonna get to pick the starting word. Vicky, go ahead and pick that starting word. Plays. Vicky has chosen plays. Oh, Vicky, I love it. It's a great word. Let's see what we got. Oh, girl, you got us 2 letters in the right spot. Oh, shit. Okay, great. That's a great first guess, Vicky. Okay. Wow. Okay. There are no plural wordles, Tin Man. My God, look at us learning. Left, right, and center. Okay. It could be like flight. There's none, but this isn't real Wordle. This is Wordle Unlimited. Exactly, Sashina. Although, I don't know, we could read the rules. The rules. Here we go. Guess the hidden word in 6 tries. Each guess must be a valid 5-letter word, and you cannot enter random letters. Hit the enter button to submit the guess. That's my job. After your submission, the color of the tiles will change as in the examples below. Unlimited Wordle all day long. That's all it says. So those are all the rules they told me. Glare is a good choice. I mean, flare could be it too. Blare. Grab is too short, Georgia, but that's close. We're down to 60. We're up to 18. You know, Tin Man, I don't care. I really don't. These are my friends. There's no S at the end, Georgia. But we could do blabs. Blabs would be good. Slave. No, there's no S, Crystal. Oh, she retracted that. She's like, no, I did not say that, but I saw it. I fucking saw it. No double B, probably not. I don't know why no double B, Tin Man. That's just what I'm seeing. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. I'm calling them like it is. Me and referee Larry over here. You think it's more likely to be glare? Let's just think about this. Flank is another great choice. Okay, let's start. Glare. Whoa! Okay, so it's got to be flare, right? Or Blair. Flare or Blair. Flare, right? I'm just looking at all the other letters, making sure. Flare, I think so. No! What? What? Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay. 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 Blair. It has to be. I'm not handling this well. You guys, I need court to handle me, to help me. No, it can't be Claire. It must be Blair. Oh. Oh, thank God. Woo! Holy sholies. Okay. I personally picked that, so I'm going to pick the next one. Court, we will start with, we got an R and a T, folks. We got an R and a T. I'm like a little out of place without the court to listen to. It's almost too quiet. My mind needs about 6 things going at once in order to deal with it. React would be a good one. Write would be a good one. Uh, what should we choose? Kraut. No, it's corn. No C. Georgia, I don't know if you get the game yet. No C. No C. So it would not be React. Right? It could be the RIGHT. That's like a total possibility. It's not got an O or a U, so it's not going to be trout. Ooh! What the fuck? Okay. Rivet. Rivet. That's definitely a possibility. Or ribbit. Ah, I almost misspelled it. You see that? Oh, I did it again. Yes. Good job, you guys. I'm so proud of you. Let's keep playing a couple more games. Oh, I said play again, bitch. Play again. Play again. Why can't I click the button? Okay, who picked Rivet first? Let me go back and see. I'm looking and it was Sashina. Sashina, make the pick for the next first words. She wants alien. Your wish is my command, my dear. Ooh, good pick. You got 2 letters, wrong place, right letters. Zycifer, thank you. We are level 1 outstanding at this game. I love this game. I like being in charge of this game mostly. I'm just wishing I was listening to music. Okay. Alien was not quite there, but we have an L, we have an E. We have 16 of my friends hanging out with me. And that's what's important. Belts, pelts. I don't know if that works. Leech. Leech. No, there's no A. No A. R. Fulmer / cellulite yoga pants. Seriously, you guys, I am coming to Florida in September. I'm very excited. September / October. Belts. Oh, it could be belts. Should we try that next? Is this a Sashina game? I'm gonna try and do some really fun things with you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. What do we got here? Lisa. Okay, it's a Lisa and Sashina game. Don't worry, guys. What the hell would it be? It's Wordle, Hayden. It's just Wordle. BOL. I don't even know. I bet my thinking face is sort of ugly. Anyways, come on, guys, figure out a thing. I have to, I have to play something. I can't sit and listen to nothing. I'm so sorry.
203.
There we go.
Who's typing?
Supposed to be that name.
Okay. We need the microphone on in the jail, please.
It was bulge. I got it. I thought, what does it mean? What would it be if it was thinking like me? Bulge. See, I need other court going to get my brain working. Let's keep listening to court and playing the game. I get to choose. What should we start with? I'll do something naughty.
Like this,
Hi, what's your name?
Tamar,
What's your last name?
Young,
Okay.
Said everything. I think it did.
Mr. Young, I have your mailing address on Woburn in Ypsilanti. Is that a good place for you to receive mail from the court?
well, you said 531 Woodburn Drive?
Yes.
Yeah,
You have a phone number or an email that you want to share? You don't, if you don't, that's fine.
I lost everything.
Okay, thank you. We have two files here. State of Michigan versus Young, 23F20334. And that's a charge of carrying a concealed weapon, and 23FB1433.
It is Judge Fink, Georgia Peach, and yes, that was choke that I went ahead and made as my first pick. Choke, as in choke me? No, I'm joking. Sort of. Not really?
That is a homicide charge, plus other things. I've received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that for both files. Go ahead when you're ready, Ms. Kearney.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Young. We will waive formal reading and stand mute on both files.
Go ahead, Ms. Reiser.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Patricia Reiser on behalf of the people. We are asking for bond to be denied on the homicide case for the reasons that have been stated on the bond form. In particular, this is a case where there was apparently some kind of ongoing beef between the defendant and the four victims. One victim was immediately deceased. Another one has since passed away. And so that second, so the first count of AWIM will be changed to an open murder. Apparently there was, as I said, an ongoing dispute between the victims and the defendant. The defendant encountered them, immediately grabbed his weapon and began shooting at them, chased them out of the house where they were at. The victims fled. Obviously, all of them were struck. And as I stated, two of them have since passed away. Additionally, there was an Instagram post apparently from the defendant after the fact indicating, I will quote it, but the essence of it is that he had no remorse for what he had done. The quote is, "Don't got no remorse for them shitty ass N-word. Sorry for the smoke." And it has a photo of his forehead and his eyes in that with the quote. The court rule certainly does allow the court to deny bond in these circumstances, and I am adding all this other information because it's so clear that this defendant is a huge danger to the entire community. So I'm asking the court to deny bond.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Pearney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Young is a resident of Ypsilanti, he stays with his mother. He's 19. I believe all of his prior convictions were under HIDA, so I can't see any of those. Well, they're not in the criminal history I have, I should say. He is employed. He's been at his current employment for about a month. I did explain to Mr. Young the court's policy and the court rule in regard to bond in cases like these. He does understand those. On the homicide case, we'd just be asking for a PCC date, obviously. And as for the CCW charge, we'd ask for a low cash bond so he can get credit for that one.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Young, the court rules, Michigan Court Rule MCR 6.106 allows the court to deny pretrial release to a person charged with homicide, with murder. Typically, that is what I do in my courtroom. It is also typical for the other judges in Washtenaw County to deny bond to a person that's charged with murder. The reason being, it's really a question of danger to the community. The reason being that in a situation like what you're accused of, it's not clear that there won't continue to be violence going forward. So I am denying bond in file 23FB1433. Ms. Reiser, the bond request is just asking for no contact with the family of Dallas Williams. I don't know if you want to change that or have me include some other, it says victims' families. So I don't know exactly what we should have for the no contact.
Your Honor, it would be all of the victims' families.
Okay,
I unfortunately don't have all the contact information for them as of yet.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure. I'm not. I think that's something that is going to be a little bit challenging to enforce if Mr. Young is inclined to try to violate that order, because I can't specify the name of every single person. So I'm going to go ahead and order it, but I do think that we might want to work towards being more specific as the case. Mr. Young, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with any person that is a family member of any of the victims in that case. All right, so what I'm saying about why it might be difficult is I'm not able to name every single person that I don't want you to have contact with, but generally speaking, parents, siblings, children, aunts and uncles of the victims and the alleged victims. So that would be no contact with the family of Dallas Williams, Tyrese Burks, Travis Williams, or Carter Williams. Okay? You understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
Right. On the other file, the bond is $10,000 with the right to post 10%. The reason for setting that bond slightly higher than I might in other CCW is that while there was a warrant out for Mr. Young's arrest on that CCW case, these murder charges, the events leading to the murder charges occurred. So the carrying of the concealed weapon ended up being a violent situation that caused the death of 2 people. Both cases, the next court date, the probable cause conference, will be on July 13th, approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom. Anything anybody else wants to say on this file, these files?
You mind if I say so?
I would advise you not to. this is being, not only is this being recorded internally, but we are on YouTube right now. So it's being broadcast on YouTube. Anything you say can be used against you at a later. It's unlikely that there's anything that you can say that would change the bond that I've set, so it's probably not.
A false allegation.
Yeah, I understand you're pleading not guilty.
No, I'm talking about with the post situation. I ain't post nothing after no situation on my story.
You're not charged with that.
Analyze that.
That's not one of the charges against you, and I'm not basing your bond on that information.
All right, for sure.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think we're all set. You can, when you're ready, you can stand up and step out, and someone from the public defender's office will be in touch with you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah, we can get off YouTube now.
Thank you.
That might be a good call, Magistrate Fink. Let's figure this last one out, and then I am gonna get off YouTube. At least live streaming. I've been doing it for what, 3+ hours today. Making an honest woman of myself. Doing a job. Curating court for my friends. What the fuck is the answer to this? It ends in EL though, you guys. FEL? CH? Steel. That's a no, there's no S though. I don't think pedal's a word, Sashina. Did you send it to me? Sorry, I don't check my email when I'm live because I'm trying to, like be live. Give me a second, I'll look at it. Of course I'll play your video. I just don't focus. Oh, that's depressing. Not your video, Sashina. It's me spending money. Yeah, the L is definitely at the end. It's EL. My brain is not working. Well, it's working. It's like, I want cheese. That's what okay. It's not steel, but it's EEL. Wheel. It's wheel, you guys. No! How can it not be wheel? I'm hurt. How can it not be Wheel? It's not Wheel. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not. Oh God. How do you spell keel? Like the keel of a boat. Oh my God. Oh God. I feel like an idiot. Jesus Christ.
Have a donate, please.
Sure, Nana.
Is that new TV about?
No, I'm live. Neil. It must be Neil, Vicky. It must be Neil. Yes. So good. Oh my gosh. Vicky, thank you so much. You saved us. You saved our asses there tonight. Okay. I've adopted an odd accent that I can't identify. Give me one moment. Sashina, we're going to watch your video. I'm going to have to mute it because I just don't know about YouTube daddy ability. And then that is going to be it for me tonight, you guys. I hope you can hear me. Please mute it. She said, okay, I will. Just give me 1 second. Oh my God. Screen one. There you go. Good. You hear me. Thank you, Lisa. Not the right video. Okay. Stop. What the fuck is this? Where is Sashina's video? Where is Sashina's video? Collage right here. This is the one. I will narrate this one. We have spotted item. This is not it? Well, if this is not it, then we don't know. Also, another spotted item, possibly a mirrored image of a spotted farm animal. Small farm animal, purple rubber item. Rooster? Chicken? A small faced farm item. 2 farm items. And a big farm mama. End. Oh, we're going into this shearing day. Was this yours? 41 minutes? You buried that chicken? That's crazy, Sissy. Listen, you guys, I love you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please don't forget, we have brunch tomorrow, okay? I am going to be making some delicious eggs Benedict just to share with you all. So please make sure that you're here to join us tomorrow for the members only brunch. I made it at an ungodly hour, 11:15 your East Coast, which is 8:15 Pacific. But I will be up and I will make brunch. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Mikey, if you're still here, I hope you survive YouTube jail. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow. And Hayden, I will email you back. You guys are all wonderful. I love you all. Have a great evening. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Nana's literally turned on screaming shit. Bye.